Welcome everyone, I'm Karen Eiton and I want to show you how to make fabric roses. So I'm going to be, what I did is cut out some circles of felt, and I had a little template of a little lid, whatever. So I cut out some circles, and then I took an old bed sheet and I just made it about a quarter, inch and a quarter section, and then just started ripping it so it's got the raw edge, frayed edges on the side, so it looks a little bit vintage. And then I'm flip down the front here, and then I'm going to fold it 3 times, so 2 times, I guess, 2 times, and then flip down the corner so it has like a little point like that. And then I'm going to start sewing in the center, and I'm using an old Singer 281-1, and it doesn't have a button to go backwards, so we're just going to go around and around and make a rosette like this. So as I sew on top of these strips, I twist it. So I do about 3 stitches and then turn my needle, and then another 3 stitches and then turn my needle. So in the very middle, I'm flipping up the little pointed point that I showed you that I folded, so it has a little point there, and then I'm going around the layers. Let me get rid of these threads here, and I'm keeping my rows close together from the one that I just sewed from the previous one. So just stitch around about 4 stitches, and then turn your foot, and then turn your fabric and twist your fabric as you sew. I'm making about 12 of these or so. It's for an event that I'm going to be having, a sewing event, and so this will be their little free gift. I'm actually going to be making some gift bags, and then these will get hot glued onto the gift bags and kind of have a little something that they can take home with them. Most of them will be people who don't know how to sew, or they want to learn to sew, so something like this will be kind of nice for them, just to have something that was stitched, and just something that they can take off the bag. And if they decide to throw away the gift bag, then they can maybe pin this to their mirror, or they can put it somewhere that they want to put it, have it anyway. So just going completely all the way around this. I want to cover up the whole piece of felt. Just go around and around. I really like these roses. I was researching them and I didn't see anything like this out there, so I don't know if other people have made these or not, but it's kind of fun for me. I've done a lot of sewing, and I just kind of love textured things, textured textiles and things like that. It's just really interesting to me, so that's why I wanted to make them. I could have hot glued them where you wouldn't have had the stitching on it, which they would have puffed up a little bit better and probably been a little bit better looking, and I might make some like that as well. But for this event, I wanted something that's sewn, not just hot glued and put together, because these gals that are going to be coming to my event want to learn to sew. So I thought it would be just appropriate to do the stitching on these ones anyway. And then just make sure you're covering up your edge, and then if you're not quite covering up your edge, you can even go on top of another row. So it kind of really covers up the edge. And this is so short, I'm just going to kind of run it out. So I'm going to twist it and just kind of run it out a little bit. Very fun to make. And then when we get to the end, we will just turn the raw edge underneath, Hope I'm still on task. And I'm going to flip the raw edge underneath, and then I can trim that later. So with this machine, we have to go forward and then pick the foot up and go back again 2 or 3 times. This way there. And then I will just trim off this excess. Like that. And like I said, these will get hot glued, so it won't matter what the back really looks like. And then this is how they turn out. I cut out some little felt leaves, and then I attach that to the back. So let me cut out a couple leaves, and I'll show you. So, here's a pretty nice one. Just make a little tip. So there's one leaf. Let's make another one. And another one. And there's another one. Okay. And then we need a piece of, I have some lace here that was actual little table runner. And it was really, you know, getting kind of old, really old, and stained up. So I thought, well, I could use this and just cut this and make it into something, because it's not really nice to put out something that's so, I mean, it's clean, but it's just spots that will come out, like dark coffee spots or something. So it's a shame, but I'm always making some different vintage things, so I'll be able to use the majority of it. So we have just a little piece of lace. Now this one I did where I kind of ruffled it a little bit. I don't know if I like that way better than, and this one I kind of ruffled it. This one too. And then this one I did just flat. So I don't know which one I really like. I think the ruffled, I think it looks the best. So I'm going to attempt to, we're going to put the leaves on the bottom. And then we're going to put our piece of lace, and I'm going to just kind of fold and ruffle it a little bit, gather it, something like that. And then I'm going to put it on one of the leaves, and then I'm going to put the other leaf. So I have everything, when I go to sew in the middle, I have everything that's going to hit in the middle. And then I'm going to plop on the center of the flower like that. And it gets a little bit thick, but it's so cute. So we're just going to kind of walk it because it's a little bit thick. So we'll go a couple stitches, back it up, go a few more stitches, and there we have it. I have just clear Monty filament thread on the back, which is fine. I ran out of it earlier, so I just put one of those. It's okay. So then these will get hot glued to the gift bags that I want to make for my event. Aren't they cute? They are really cute. Leave a comment below if you think they're cute. I would really appreciate that. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.